What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about how some people are seeing up to $3,000 stimulus checks, where those are coming from, because it's being a little bit misconstrued. These are not coming from the federal government, so I will address that in today's video. I also want to talk about how lawmakers were pushing for recurring payments, still are, and still want to see monthly assistance to the American people. I will address the stimulus package, and I want to talk about how the two new Social Security proposals are actually good news. Now, earlier on today, I mentioned how it was really good news that lawmakers are discussing the possibilities of more assistance to those on Social Security. If you receive Social Security benefits, you understand that money's tight. Just because we are going to see a big COLA, cost of living adjustment for 2022, doesn't mean you're going to receive all of that. So that is the bad news. But there is some good news here. The proposal that I talked about earlier on this morning was the Social Security 2100 Act, the Sacred Trust. Now, there's another bill, there's newer legislation for Social Security that has been proposed by Representative Al Lawson. He's a Democrat out of Florida. Now, the reason I want to bring this up, and I will be addressing the actual proposal in a later video, I'm not going to do that today, and there's one main reason for that. But right now, it is because, and the reason I bring this up is because these discussions are what creates new proposals, new ideas, and ideas are what creates bills. In order to move forward, somebody has to make the first move, and that has been done on two separate occasions. Remember, the Social Security 2100 Act, that was actually done in 2019. It was somewhat, kind of rehashed, fixed, modified, and re-proposed. So that's good news there. Now, I know I'm going to get questions on this, so I just want to address this right now. The reason why I don't plan on doing a real in-depth review of the proposal from Representative Al Lawson is mainly because it's already getting pushback. And I want to explain what the pushback is. One of the reasons is getting pushback is mainly because it would raise the tax cap and cause people making under $400,000 per year to pay more. President Biden has vowed not to raise individual taxes. Okay? He does not want to raise taxes on any individual making less than $400,000 per year. So because of that, this is already getting some pushback. All right? So if you have any other additional questions on this, I will address those in a future video, probably tomorrow or the next day. But just understand, I will address that. I will explain what's in this, why this is good news, and how they could potentially put these two different proposals together, merge them together, and make something that might actually stick in our current 50-50 Senate. So we'll see what happens there. Now, what we heard over the past 2 months or so has actually been that Democrats want to pass more legislation to the American people. It's good news, right? We are struggling, not everybody, but there's still millions of Americans that are struggling. There's 10 million jobs that are still open. Millions of Americans have yet to go back to work. And yet some are saying that we are recovering. We're on the road to recovery. Everything's going great. But it's not for every single person. Well, here's what things are looking like right now. Okay? Yes, Democrats want to pass more legislation to the American people. Well, exactly how are they going to do this? Right? Well, there's really a catch here. In order to pass additional legislation to the American people, it will need to come from a completely revamped bill. That's a problem. It's not going to come from the Build Back Better Act. This is that human infrastructure bill, the $1.75 trillion bill. That is the Build Back Better Act. The problem is Democrats say we need to provide more, but at the same time, by providing more, it would make this bill cost more. So, according to reports today, they're saying that we need to completely revamp this bill. But that brings me to my next point. And here's something that we've been hearing for a while. Over the past year or so, many lawmakers have demanded that recurring payments to the American people should happen. And for the longest time, everybody thought that meant recurring stimulus checks. However, that's not the case. According to multiple reports over the past week, we have been seeing that lawmakers are still eager to get the Build Back Better Act passed. They want to pass it before Christmas, because if they don't, one of those recurring payments, okay, the child tax credit monthly payments will stop. If this Build Back Better Act is not passed before the 1st of January, the child tax credit payments will stop. That's that $250 per month or $300 per month payment. Now, lawmakers also say that they are providing more benefits through Medicare, and this is going to help millions of Americans save money. We also know Democrats have said for over a month that the Build Back Better Act would put more money into people's pockets. And one of the ways it's going to do that is by lowering prescription drug prices. Now, that's great. However, there is some stuff in this bill that wouldn't actually work or wouldn't actually be in effect until 2024. So even though it's going to lower prescription drug prices, it's not going to do that immediately. Now, here's the big one. One of the biggest ways that lawmakers are discussing about saving money, or pretty much saving the American people money, is by providing a larger SALT tax deduction. Here's the problem with this. This benefit would greatly help out the wealthier earners, right? Help out those in New York, New Jersey, California, Illinois, right? Places like that. And this is going to be a big benefit. It can save people a lot of money, but it's also going to mainly benefit those that are making over $400,000 or $500,000 per year. And so that's turning into a big issue. And this is one of the things that currently Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Chuck Schumer are fighting over. That they cannot come up with a solution because Senator Bernie Sanders says, we can't put that in this bill. We cannot include a tax deduction for our the wealthier earners, when at the same time we're trying to tax them as well. This makes absolutely no sense. But yet Senator Schumer says that he has to get this in there. He has promised his voters, the New York residents, that yes, we will get this in there. So the problem here is they need all 50 Senate Democrats' votes in order for this bill to pass. And if either one of those people, and that doesn't even include, Joe Manchin, Kyrsten Sinema, right? John Tester. There's so many other people out there that are opposing this bill right now. And that's creating a lot of issues, okay? Now, I will address more of the upcoming infrastructure bill as we start to get these new reports, new ideas, new plans. But just understand, this bill could ultimately be scrubbed. This bill could completely be revamped to start the new year. So just understand, this bill that we have right now might not be what's on the table in the next few weeks. Now, I want to address news that I've been hearing today, that millions of Americans are receiving up to $3,000 stimulus checks. Now, that would be great. I know many people want to believe this because it would be nice to see, a $3,000 stimulus check right before the holidays. However, that's not the entire truth. Are there stimulus checks coming out? Yes. There's checks coming out right now, and they've been coming out recently, but for college students. The funds are actually coming directly from the colleges themselves, and they're coming from one of the programs from the American Rescue Plan that was passed under President Biden. Now, these are supposed to go towards helping college students with their student expenses and rising costs. Guess what? Books are costing more. Computers, you want to try to get a computer for, let's say, a couple $100? Good luck. That thing's probably not even going to turn on. It's very difficult to get a quality computer right now, something that a college student would really be able to use for under $400 or $500. Now, if you're seeing any computers out there for under $400 or $500 and they are great computers, let me know. Most people that I know are spending upwards $800 to $1,000 for a decent computer at this time. So here's some of the checks that have been going out, just to give you an idea that this money is available. Students at George Washington University have started receiving $800 checks. That's good news there. At Bushnell University, 206 college students received a total of $642,000. That's pretty good. That is a very good amount of money. Penn State, they have sent out payments to 31,000 students worth more than $1,800 apiece. Florida State University sent out a total of $17.7 million to 16,000 students. And at Duke University, students are going to get grants of $1,750 or $3,000. Now, here's the reason why I wanted to bring this up. I have heard from many people here on this channel. I've heard from parents that have children. I've heard from students that do not have children, are not married, do not have much of a family. I've heard from people on Social Security, elderly, veterans. I've heard from a lot of different people. And the people that are bringing up stimulus and additional benefits more and more are the two people that are being left out the most: students and people on Social Security. So that is why I really wanted to address this, because yes, Social Security is getting talked about now, which I think is awesome. I think that's great. I think that it's been needed for years. Also, many college students across the country are planning on sending out payments very soon. Some we don't have any information on just yet. Others, they're trying to finish this. They're trying to put stuff together, make sure that the money is there and they can get it out in timely fashion. So, here's my recommendation to you. If you are a college student, make sure you are looking into your university's different programs as soon as they become available. And I say this because, and I think it was George Washington University, I believe like within the first week or something, they had over 10,000 applicants in the first week. The first week might even be a stretch. It might have been the first couple days. But the money goes fast. Okay? If you need the money, then go and apply. Go and look. And again, I'm going to try to look into this a little bit more because I know there's more colleges than just what I outlined. And my goal is to find some of these colleges that have the open and kind of the open application period that you guys could potentially benefit from. So I know I do have a decent amount of college students here that watch this channel. So if you are, make sure you stick around. Make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button because I will be doing my research on this and I'll probably be starting that either tonight or tomorrow morning. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you know what to do. Ask your questions down in the comment section below. I promise I will look at that and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. In most cases, it is in a video form. So again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.